Hello, I'm Cela Mariz Bañares from the Department of Labor and Employment. Actually, right now we don't have any what they call this data on the labor compliance system or the compliance rate at this point. This is just a new department order that needs to be polished and established and effectively implemented in the coming years. I have actually 4 points to discuss. The first point, Sir Dr. Orbeta, in one of your slides that we have discussed regarding regulations and practices, you have mentioned that minimum wages and other mandatory benefits, you raise the severance pay as mandatory benefits. Sir, with all due respect, I believe severance pay is not a mandatory benefits as far as I know. Mandatory benefits are those benefits given to employees regardless of their employment status. So severance pay, in order to be entitled, employees, in order to be entitled to the severance pay or the separation benefits under the law, must comply to certain requirements. If it is the severance of the employees under the authorized causes under Article 283 of the Labor Code, those are the only instances those are the only instances where such employee can be entitled to the mandatory benefits of the benefit of separation pay. Could you please enlighten us on that aspect? And my other points to discuss is regarding the JEDI program. One of your proposal on the JEDI program is the lengthening from 6 months to 2 years and compulsory regularization of young workers. Sir, with all due respect, again, I believe this is not feasible at this time. Under the Labor Code of the Philippines, it is enshrined that compulsory regularization is mandatory in character. Why? Under our law, employees have qualified or meet the minimum requirements set by the employers and we're able to perform the task with as set by those employers shall be deemed a regular employee upon the after the 6 months probationary status had lapsed. So if the employee is not severed from the employment within the 6-month period, the employer shall have no other option but to make that employee a regular employee. I believe that to lengthen the 6-month probationary status to 2 years would constitute or tantamount to violation of the basic rights of such worker. And number 7, simplifying labor dispute resolution processes. Like one of our from labor organization sector discuss, the Department of Labor and Employment has actually have a program called the Single Entry Approach Program. This program is a non-adversarial 30 days mandatory conciliation and mediation process. It is actually in place right now. It is said to be very effective. At this point, we have an average of 87% as of July or August of 2014. We have 87% resolution rate. So that is how effective the single entry approach mechanism of the Department of Labor and Employment is effectively implemented. With this, the employer and employee will have the chance to sit down and discuss the issues pertaining to labor and management disputes. So they will be given a chance to create a compromise agreement on how to settle their disputes. They will be given, the management as well as the employees will be given time to give their proposals, and then those agreements shall be binding to both the employer and the employee. So another program of the Department of Labor is the VCGPs, the Voluntary Codes of Good Practices. This will address the issue regarding strengthening of tripartism in the country and voluntary compliance. Mr. Dalupines here actually discussed to you about the voluntary compliance or the labor law compliance officers the Department of Labor and Employment have hired to help private sector employers to promote voluntary compliance to labor standards as well as occupational health and safety standards in the Philippines. Thank you.